Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I'm here for Peter.
And I'm here for Jen. That's right, kids. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Spider-Cast. That's right.
Nobody tell Charlie.
Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she's not green, but she's always angry. It is
The She-Hulk of Florida. Lilith.
oh, 5'4" of her. Just not She-Hulk enough. How about no? Oh my god, I was thinking, I completely forgot last night. You know what I was thinking I need to just find the little speech, cut it up, just for when we do capes or whatever, you know, just Dr. Evil going, zip it!
Yes, that would help.
Imagine he's going on a tirade, zip it!
Zip it good.
When a problem comes along, you must zip it good. Mike Myers, what happened to you? Anyway,
We gotta do Wayne's World.
Hey man, Christmas or even on the Nusha.
The Salty and the Petty show.
Yes.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Keeps them sidekicks. Anyway, but I mean, it would, you know, we were saying we're going to do a lot of 90s stuff that would track. Swing.
We did design the Deadpool podcast totally after that show. So, you know.
It's had some influence on us. All right, so.
Honestly, Dana could use the shout out.
Oh, yeah, did you see? I guess he's doing, I haven't listened to it, but I guess he's doing a podcast with,
Of course he is.
I know, but David Spade, what did he do wrong in a past life?
You know, honestly, David Spade in person is not the David Spade used movies and TV. He's a pretty cool guy.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when she takes his toupee off. It's cool.
Whoa!
No! Anybody that knows, they know.
If you know, you know. All right, so should we get to our two She-Hulk issues and then, the newer stuff?
Let's smash it.
Hey-oh. All right, kids, so yes, two She-Hulks this time. First issue,
For the price of one.
Hey-oh. Marvel Team Up number 107 from July 1981. Oh, God, Editor-in-Chief Jim Shooter.
Pow, pow, bitches.
That Secret Wars, man, he wrote that whole thing because he wanted his shekel. I'll do it myself. All right, this rumor of revolution. Writer, yeah, of course, Tom DeFalco. Penciler, Herb Trimpe.
Aw, what you got for old Herb?
Inker Mike Esposito, colorist George Rosas, letterer Diane Elbers, and editor Dennis O'Neil.
After the chat.
It's a DeFalco O'Neil production.
Yeah, this is going to be a doozy.
DeFalco sausage.
Phony baloney.
We need to talk.
DeFalco baloney factory or whatever.
We need to talk to him. We need to talk to him between, Chichester telling us, and I know a couple times I talked to Ron Friends. He's like, oh yeah, they both make DeFalco sound exactly the same. Well, what'd you see?
Yourself, sir.
What'd you see? You got some Spider-Man. All right. After years as a fugitive leftist underground revolutionary leader, Lilith Hellfire, no.
Is this Tumblr?
What is this Charlie Esser holding his own on?
On Reddit?
How dare you, sir? No. Okay, let me say that again. Fugitive leftist underground revolutionary leader Hildy Dawes is about to surrender to authorities at the Federal District Courthouse in Manhattan. As she emerges from a car accompanied by attorney Jennifer Walters.
It can't be Charlie because it's not New Jersey.
It's not that hive of scum and villainy. But yes, accompanied by her attorney, Jennifer Walters. Peter Parker photographs her for the Daily Bugle. Peter recalls that when he was in high school, she made headlines as a fanatic anti-government activist, but years in hiding have now tempered her striking beauty with weariness.
He's like, I can hit it. I think I got a chance.
Whoa!
Just saying. That's exactly what that sounded like to me.
Hey, man, he gets cat burglars and models, man. He's not doing too bad.
See, they made him cocky. See, you let the nerd date a nice, pretty girl, and they just go off the freaking wall, man.
Made him what?
Off the wall.
He's too cocky.
Oh, grow up. Little dude, bitch.
Oh, my God. Did you see, they put the new Beavis and Butthead episodes are up?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yes. The first one is
I'll remind you of South Park. You remind me of Beavis and Butthead.
The first,
hey, it's on. Don't forget to watch it tonight.
The first one's the greatest. They go to they're gonna like go with some girls and do an escape room, but it's like they make a wrong turn and they end up in the bathroom. They're like, this is a strange looking escape room, you know. Then they can't remember, you know, to pull the door open instead of push. They're like, oh, we have to figure out how to get out of this escape room.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. You're back, bitches.
See, what would be really cool if they did like the old school where Hank Hill and Dario are still there.
Yeah. Well, they're hippie teachers there in the one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Because they go to like a farm.
Hello, PP.
They go to a farmer's market in one, so yeah. As she strides up the stairs, Foggy Nelson comments to Matt Murdock, "What show are we on?" Near the courthouse door, that things could become dangerous. Violence is a way of life for such people, he says. Matt replies that he will take a taxi home. But he does not tell Foggy that he intends to change into his Daredevil costume and go after the Kingpin. We'll get to that in the notes, kids. I love, what was this? The Falco just like, courthouse, who could we have? Oh yeah, Matt Murdock, Foggy Nelson. Jennifer Walters, secretly the She-Hulk, recalls how a short time ago she received a letter from Dawes, who had heard about her handling of the Michael Morbius case.
Ooh, yeah, somebody should be put on trial for that movie.
Oh yeah. She what was it? I was gonna say vampire, but she represented a former vampire. I guess she could handle my case. Hey man, that law in the Marvel Universe is really weird.
Yeah.
Hildy believed Jennifer was the right attorney for her, so she invited her to a secret meeting at a farmhouse outside Los Angeles.
Who is she, Hawkeye?
What's going
on here?
It's gonna say, what is this? The hills have eyes? What?
The hills have something.
Well,
Probably herpes.
Whoa. Where she explained that she was tired of running and hiding from the police. She broke down in tears.
Relatable.
Please, you'll never get sick of it. Saying that she realized it was wrong to use violence and terrorism to advance her causes.
She's just trying to get, sympathy. She doesn't mean.
Noble and idealistic though they were, she was ready to pay her debt to society and then, after serving her time in prison, to work for social change by peaceful means. No, she's old. She's like a run-in. So Jennifer telephoned District Attorney Buck Bukowski.
The buck stops here. It's all good, man.
That was on his posters for election.
You know it was.
I'll be hard on crime. The buck stops here. And obtained his agreement to postpone the Abel murder trial, another case she was involved in. And the next day, she arranged for Hildy to surrender in New York City, where the charges were first filed against her. Arrangements were made for federal marshals to take her into custody at the courthouse, and soon she and Jennifer were aboard an airliner bound for the East Coast. Jennifer explains that she is not licensed to practice in New York State and recommends that Hildy retain the law firm of Nelson and Murdoch.
She's like, but really just Nelson. Do not let Murdoch do anything on your case.
And I know you shouldn't have to, but I'm just going to give you the warning. Don't wear anything too revealing in front of Murdoch. I know he says he's blind, but the man seems
about that guy.
The man seems the man seems to see when he needs to.
Selectively blind. Selective seeing.
He's never dated anything under a 9, even though he's blind. So.
Well, actually, that reminds me of one of my favorite old shows from USA, Covert Affairs. They had a blind guy, and she said, he said that he can tell if women are attracted by how everybody else treats that person around them.
If everything
that's true, pretty privilege. If people open doors, if they say nice things,
if everything they say is funny.
Exactly. You know the deal. You've seen it.
Oh,
so I was like, oh no, that's actually genius. Yeah.
Oh,
Ray Charles method. You touch the wrist to see if she's a fatty.
Oh.
Have we not all seen that movie?
Okay. It's bad enough if you do that and you have sight. I mean, are you even more of a dick if you do that? If you're blind and you're treating women like that?
See, this is the thing, though. Oh God, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox, but no, in a patriarchal world where women are only worth their beauty until they're like 25, like it's just ingrained in society. Unfortunately, I mean, it just is what it is.
I was gonna say it's like that Seinfeld episode where George rejects the bald woman.
Yeah.
You're bald. I was bald.
I love when she throws that thing out the window.
I don't like this. Oh yeah.
It's the only real one, bro. The only one to keep it real. A little violent, but relatable.
She was the nice one, and then towards the end of the series, no, man, the others just dragged her down to their level.
Yep. She really should have went off with the Bizarro World version. That would have been the spinoff. It would have been perfect.
She could have if she hadn't knocked him over. Get out. But yeah, asked Nelson and Murdoch to defend her. Just as the woman approaches a guard, a large armored flying machine thunders down from the sky and opens fire with a powerful blaster.
What is that, the Fantastic Four Weenie Mobile?
Whoa! No, it's big, red, and throbbing Lilith Hellfire.
Run! It's Matt Murdoch on a horny day. Run!
Oh!
You're getting a baby, and you're getting
well, that tracks. It says it has a powerful blaster. Hey, well.
Exactly.
The crowd scatters, and Jennifer pushes the activist out of the way. Hildy thinks some of her enemies are seeking revenge, but Jennifer replies that they are more likely trying to kidnap her. There are easier ways to kill her, she says. 100 yards away, Peter Parker ducks into an alley, removes his shoes, climbs up to a roof, and takes off his street clothes. As Spider-Man sets up his camera, the flying tank lands and disgorges...
Get the tracers ready, kids!
It disgorges a group of female soldiers led by the... Lilith's name in high school, the Man Killer. The militant feminist martial artists disarm the police, shouting that they have come to...
You want to be a part of Wakanda so bad, but you got rejected!
I'm just waiting. She hasn't been invented yet, but I'm just waiting for Superior. Come on. But they have come to rescue Hildy Dawes. The Man Killer declares that she and her women warriors will demolish the police and their
there she goes.
sexist society. Then Spider-Man web swings down into the melee.
He's like, ooh, pretty women. Jilly.
All I gotta do is drop and I'm gonna hit a woman. The Man Killer's powered exoskeleton has been improved and strengthened, and after a brief skirmish, she leaves him laying stunned beside the flying tank. He quickly plants a spider tracer on the underside of the vehicle and then ducks a flying disc that she throws at him.
I'd rather live in Gotham than Marvel's New York. I'm sorry.
Get a
little high from some gases and drinking the water, The rent's cheap. You get a show every night. I'm just saying.
what was it?
There's not like gang violence. There's just like, people robbing banks and taunting Batman, really.
Boom.
They might blow up a downtown building.
What was that, dear? Oh, someone just fired a bullet through the wall. Oh, okay.
It's a batarang is what it is.
I know, I was gonna...
I'm just saying, all his villains don't even use guns for the most part. They like to blow stuff up and cause chaos in the downtown part. Man, a little poison water, we live in America. What's a little poison water to us?
True.
Just keeping it real, man. In Marvel's New York, you still gotta pay freaking New York prices to live there.
True.
No, thank you.
As Spider-Man battles the Man-Killer, Jennifer finds a safe place for Hildy, relieved that she need not become the She-Hulk. Then the Man-Killer hurtles a van at Spider-Man. He dodges it easily, but when he leaps onto a parked car, his spider sense tingles a... Too
late, bitch! You're dead now!
Whoa! Whoa!
Down comes the rain and washes the spider out.
It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling.
That spider sense is so damn useless sometimes.
I know. And he falls through its rusty roof and is knocked unconscious. Annoyed that Spider-Man's apparent clowning has cost him the battle, Jennifer suddenly hears Hildy shout and turns to see the woman warriors making off with her. Unwilling to change into the She-Hulk and reveal her secret identity, she was about to. She tries to help, but she is clouded on the head with a rifle butt.
Uh-oh.
Should have just...
Good thing she's got better control of her powers than frickin' her cousin.
I mean, I was going to say, if this had been later on, when her identity is pretty much common knowledge, should have just been showed up as a She-Hulk. Then the Man-Killer and her henchmen carry Hildy into the aerial tank and depart. Angry at himself for his carelessness, as usual, Spider-Man clambers out of the automobile and finds former Daily Globe cameraman Lance Banyan.
Banyan!
He's got a 10 minutes on Ovaltine.
He's the voice of our generation.
We're 3 months apart. That's the same episode.
You and Ray?
I feel called out. But no, that's the same episode, with George and the scooter. Must be comforting to know you'll be going to hell at no more than 3 miles an hour.
Truly.
Don't worry, kids. By the end of the year, Lance is going to get his. Hey, old.
It's glorious.
His killer is still at large. Behind Banyan.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't bring him back and try to throw him in a symbiote, unless they did.
Yeah, but he was such a minor character. I think they'll create someone new rather than bring him.
Everybody comes back from the dead except for Uncle Ben and Spider-Man.
Uncle
Ben just looked at freaking Bucky and Jason Todd like, "Hello, I'm still down here."
Like I said, we'll get to it in December, but Lance Banyan, oh my god, they treated him worse than Deb Whitman.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Behind Banyan is Jennifer, outraged that Spider-Man failed to stop the Man-Killer because he did not take the battle seriously enough. Chagrined at the rebuck, Spider-Man web swings away, promising to find the activist. Jennifer also vows to herself to find her.
She's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
But she will have to do it as the She-Hulk. Many blocks to the west, in a warehouse that serves as the Man-Killer's headquarters, the Man-Killer tells Hildy that she intends to use her to further her dreams of revolution. Hildy protests that she knows nothing of the Man-Killer, and the Man-Killer replies that she does not just want to change the male-dominated system, she wants to obliterate it.
Who's this, Poison Ivy?
I was gonna say, where's my little Hellfire drop? We're doing me now?
We're doing me now? What?
Hey-oh. She punctuates her comments by smashing a crate to pieces and then shows Hildy her exoskeleton.
Smash it! We just met, lady.
See, we don't need men for anything. Which she says she was forced to wear after men crippled her. Thousands will join her cause when they learn that Hildy Dawes herself supports it, says the Man-Killer. Later that afternoon, Peter Parker enters the Daily Bugle offices and greets Gloria Grant. J. Jonah Jameson introduces Peter to Lance Banyan, from whom he has just purchased pictures of Spider-Man. Making a fool of himself at the courthouse. Peter wants to sell Jameson pictures of her, but Jameson replies that everyone in town has pictures of her. He has already bought some from Banyan. He continues, and unless Peter can get him some exclusives, he should get lost.
See you later, bunkie.
Oh my lord! You know,
See you later, bunkies.
you know why Jameson's just so nice to Peter now? He's like, oh, you can get me. He knows Peter can get him exclusive pictures of Spider-Man because he's like, now I know you're Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Then Jameson takes Banyan away to instruct him how to photograph him when he receives the Good Citizenship Award at the New York Civics and Racket Club banquet that evening. That's random. That's not going to come back into play. Needless.
You know, Peter's just a hater. He hated on Eddie Brock. He hated on this guy. Peter's a certified hater. I'm sorry. I'm starting to think it's Peter at this point, bro.
Hey-oh.
He's eliminating all his rivals. Like,
yeah, man, put down the haterade.
you got an exclusive for Jameson, huh? You're done.
Put down the haterade, bruh.
Exactly.
Needless to say, Peter takes a dim view of Banyan's competition. At the library across town, Jennifer Walters researches local militant feminist organizations with ties to the man killer, hoping to discover where Hildy Dawes might have been taken. At the same time, at the warehouse, the man killer shows Hildy a truck wired up to explode like an incendiary bomb. Then the man killer orders some of her henchwomen, a group called Task Force Alpha. What is this, the 90s?
Suck it, bro.
What is this, the 90s? To start the engine in the truck, carrying the man killer and her unwilling accomplice, leaves the warehouse. Also at the same time, Spider-Man makes preparations at his Chelsea apartment to track down the man killer, even though he is still sore from the battle earlier that morning.
I bet.
Hey-oh. Woman whooped his
He's
butt.
talking about the one with Mary Jane.
Hey-oh.
Eyebrows.
Jennifer arrives at the warehouse by taxi. It is the 8th place she has checked.
Taxi.
Come on, you gotta come.
Oh my god. Honestly, I can't even remember what the inside of a taxi looks like since Uber. Although I do kind of miss them.
She's a Hulk.
Some Ubers and Lyfts are not living up to the Uber Lyft expectations.
She's a Hulk. You gotta jump, man. Come on. And when she sees the man killer's troops working out inside, she knows that her search is over. Straining tremendously, she slowly and painfully transforms.
What's she doing, taking a poop?
I was gonna say, what is that? Is that how we transform into the She-Hulk at this point?
Yikes!
Transforms into the She-Hulk, and then she smashes through the warehouse and attacks.
Finally, some She-Hulk damage. Damn it, we're like 90 pages in.
I know. I love men on the internet. Just like, every time the banner changes into the Hulk, he loses his shirt. Why not She-Hulk?
Because she's just better than him at everything. Okay.
Hey-oh. Because no one would swing back then. Although the terrorists are armed with electromagnetic dischargers, she defeats them easily and starts trying to force them to tell her where the man killer has taken Hildy Dawes. Just then, Spider-Man arrives outside the building, having tracked a spider tracer attached to the flying tank. When he sees the hole in the wall, he enters and discovers the She-Hulk wrapping up the women warriors with a steel bar. Not knowing who she is, first team up, he tries to web her up, but much to his surprise, she simply pulls off the wall. She pulls him off the wall by his webbing, whirls him around him, and heaves him into a pile of crates.
He's like, I didn't know I could being thrown around like this.
He quickly recovers and covers her with a web net, but she rips it to shreds and leaps at him. He ducks and punches her in the jaw, finding out to his amazement
It's
that
like, Mommy?
Whoa! I know that she is far stronger than he imagined. Then she.
Can you give me a hug? Can you crush my bones?
Hey-oh.
Oh, Peter's into that, bro. I can tell just looking at him.
Well, he has mommy issues.
Exactly.
I mean, look, he would have let the devil take his. He gave up Mary Jane.
His 1,000-year-old. Yeah, I know.
He gave up a guaranteed lifetime of sex with Mary Jane to save his old aunt. Come on.
He's already gonna die eventually. I'm convinced they gave her the immortal potion or something. It's just something else to that.
Strike that Nick Fury stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, she probably stole it from Nick Fury herself, but she ain't heard that from me. Aunt May's got a suspicious past. That's all I'm saying.
How'd you get it off Nick Fury?
Well, I'd say she got it out of him.
Wow!
I ain't saying she a throat goat, but
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my lord!
he's like, "You're done. You're done.
This
I
isn't.
gotta mute your mic, Lilith. You're done."
This isn't salty and petty. Oh my god, there's a segment. What kind of porn have you watched this week, Lilith Hellfire? Well, she pulls out the scroll. No, I was going to say no.
Charlie going panel by panel.
Well, it opens up the nice room.
There's a pizza man involved. Very vintage.
The pizza delivery man shows up. Yes, it's 70s, yeah, kids. She has Dawn King between her legs. Hey-oh. No, I was going to say... Hey-oh. No, I was going to say, no, Aunt May was, or what were you saying? She grabbed Nick Fury's cigar. Hey-oh. Then she tears up the floor and tries to bury him, but he brings a wall of boxes down on her. By this time, the man killer and Task Force Alpha have set up the exploding truck at the hotel where the Civics and Racquetball Club is meeting. You don't say.
So convenient.
I was going to say, I was waiting for Jameson to be like, yes, you could photograph me tonight at the Foreshadowing Club.
Somewhere Emma Frost is pissed.
The man...
They're doing me now?
Well, hell. Oh, please. You know, first time Lilith Hellfire read those Dark Phoenix issues, she's like, Hellfire, that's a catchy tag. That's a catchy tag, see? You know, just like that bat flying in the window. She's like, and
thus my villain origin was born.
Oh my god. Oh my. Men are fearful and superstitious. I shall become Hellfire. The man killer says that with one stroke, they will eliminate the city's most prominent male leaders. And Jameson.
You're gonna leave Jameson alone. He makes strategic donations, let me tell you.
Hey-oh.
To no good. And I'm not just talking about to his female employees.
Whoa. He gives all the... Yeah, to such great guys like Norman Osborn.
Exactly.
Here, go buy yourself some hair product, kid.
Here's a do-rag for your waves, kid.
Oh my god.
I can't believe they're actually making the freaking Osborn's black, bro. It's just not,
well,
it's funny.
If they want the waves, are they doing that because they're like, we don't want anyone to think the Osborns are cultural appropriating or anything?
Oh, that's the least of their worries with the Osborns. That would be like, that's how you know he's evil.
Yeah, he impregnated a teenage girl and killed her, but let's not have him cultural appropriator.
That's where we draw the line, see? It would be nice to have a black billionaire tech guy, but did he have to be evil?
I know, that's the other thing. It's like, okay, we'll make him evil. A few women may die as well, but they will simply be martyrs to the cause. Hildy tries unsuccessfully to dissuade her. Back at the warehouse, Spider-Man finally realizes that he and She-Hulk are both after the man killer. Duh. But persuading her that they are on the same side will be difficult. He soon manages to web her feet to the floor long enough to apologize for attacking her. Unused to being treated with respect, she hesitates, and then she agrees to work with him. As she extracts herself from the webbing, she says that the man killer's henchwomen told her everything.
Get that goo off her face.
Mary Jane's like, I feel you, sister. She says man killer's henchwomen told her everything, and she and Spider-Man climb into the aerial tank. With her passively piloting the unfamiliar vehicle, they take off for the hotel. J. Jonah Jameson and Lance Banyan enter the hotel ballroom, and the publisher is taken to a place of honor on the stage. Shortly after, Spider-Man and the She-Hulk arrive in front of the hotel, and the man killer sees them as they are entering the building. Spider-Man's spider sense starts the buzz, and he warns his companion to duck a volley of flying discs that whizzes overhead.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
Oh, he's trying to impress the girl, so of course the spider sense works now.
Watch out for those flying discs.
Not in the face.
Wait, where? Yeah, flying disc, whiz overhead, blah, blah, blah. Then She-Hulk battles the Man-Killer while Spider-Man fights her henchwomen. The Man-Killer's powered exoskeleton makes her nearly a match for the She-Hulk, but Spider-Man is no...
Whoa, Pocky.
But Spider-Man is
They
no...
never said that for the Hulk. I mean, Abomination had to turn into a whole damn Hulk himself. This is bullshit, bro.
Whoa! Women's lib indeed.
Don't you ever freaking disrespect She-Hulk like that.
That's right. Meanwhile, in the... but yeah, Spider-Man has no trouble dodging the terrorist weapons. Meanwhile, in the grand ballroom, Jameson receives his award, unaware of the battle taking place outside. Then, as he starts his acceptance speech, Spider-Man, the She-Hulk, the Man-Killer, and the Women Warriors all burst through the doors. As club members flee, Hildy Dawes runs into the room, ashamed that as a former activist, she herself was once responsible for such panic.
Oh, give me a break.
Following his spider sense, Spider-Man determines that the bomb truck is somewhere under the ballroom floor. The She-Hulk smashes into the hotel's underground garage, and Spider-Man quickly finds the vehicle. Working fast, the She-Hulk carries the truck out of the garage and hurls it into the East River.
No, honestly, though, New York vigilantes, they should definitely be terrorists, because they're literally causing millions of dollars of damage. Like...
Yeah, but again, it's like they saved some lives, though.
Was it worth it, though? I mean, in a capitalistic society, who cares about lives? We care about property. Have you not?
True. We were lost some rich white men. Okay.
Exactly. Insurance is going to have to pay out. Oh, no.
Yeah, but people, once the cops or whoever find out that superheroes could have stopped this stuff and didn't, man, then, the heat's really going to be on, especially Peter.
I don't know.
But yeah, she hurls it into the East River where it harmlessly explodes.
Yeah, she threw it over to Jersey.
Oh! Back at the hotel, the Man-Killer shatters the wall into a utility tunnel to escape, but Hildy grabs a bundle of severed high-tension wires and electrocutes both herself
Come on!
and the Man-Killer.
Come on!
Spider-Man and the She-Hulk can only...
They were shocked.
Yes, shocked silence, kids. When they return. We killed some... well, we killed some women, but the rich white men lived.
Exactly! Oh, DeFalco.
Falco sausage. Okay, yes. Here's our notes, kids. Matt Murdock is preoccupied with Daredevil's impending clash with the Kingpin. That happened in Daredevil 172.
What was that, gang war?
I think. Something like that. But, see...
Frank Miller error, so yeah.
If I'd been thinking ahead, kids, I could have did that this month.
No, it's Frank Miller.
Ah!
We'll have a Frank Miller February one day, but not today.
Yes. Man-Killer recalls her last clash with Spider-Man. That was in Marvel Team Up number 8. Oh, God. Okay, and Hildy killed herself for nothing because although it appears that Man-Killer dies at the end of this story, she turns up alive again way in the future in Thunderbolts number 3.
Why does everything always go back to Thunderbolts, bro? It's always Thunderbolts. It's weird.
We're doing me now?
What, you, Phil?
Hey, man. Hey.
That's your go-to, Thunderbolts!
Well, don't tune into an episode of Capes in September. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh, I know.
It's the 25th anniversary of the Thunderbolts of Hellfire.
It's fine having a Thunderbolts fest.
Hey, again, man. Lilith disavows all knowledge of September.
Exactly.
This year.
I'm gonna be blackout drunk on a beach somewhere, so
She'd be
let manly men move my shit.
she's gonna be starting a love affair with Jose Cuervo.
Maybe Don Julio.
Hey, it said his name was Jack Daniels.
Oh, brown liquor. No. You really want me to go to international jail?
Don't you know who I am? Rattling them bark. That's Cell Cage.
You're like the gentleman that sent you this Hennessy. Okay.
See.
I'm like, Randy, how did I end up in Mongolia on a Karen rant?
Nuclear. We're about to drop a nuclear carrot on Mexico. All right, little thoughts on this issue.
It's odd, but you know, I've seen women written worse.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that even
She had to die? Why?
that even makes it worse that Hildy sacrificed herself, and then like 15, 16 years later, Man Killer just shows up alive and well.
Justice for Hildy.
Oh my god, that is the greatest issue, though. You know, when
They just look at each other. Did you see that?
the Thunderbolts show up to discover the new Masters of Evil, and Zemo just loses his shit.
Yes.
It's like, wait a minute, this is great. You know, we pissed off the Nazi, yes. And then it's just villains beating on each other. See, it's fun.
It's a pretty solid story. I mean, thank God it's a one-off.
Yeah. Again, I guess this was the first meeting of She-Hulk and Spider-Man.
Was it though?
Well, he said he didn't know who she was when he entered that warehouse, so.
That just seems kind of impossible, but you know, she is kind of relatively new at this point.
Well, this is within, like, I mean, she premiered in 1980, so this is within the first year or so, so. Yeah. And she's usually in her own book on the West Coast at this point, I think, so.
True. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about, like, She-Hulk and Spider-Man. It seems like, I don't know, it just seems like they have a more long-standing history or something. I don't know.
Well, they do now, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's you made it big now, sister. You met Spider-Man.
Basically, isn't that what the Marvel Team-Up book was all about?
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
especially.
Oh yeah, you know, you had people who already had books, but yeah, especially if you had a new character, oh hell yeah, they made an appearance in Marvel Team-Up.
Wait, did she meet Spider-Man before she met the Hulk?
No,
no, I'm just joking. But wouldn't that have been funny?
She met him in issue 1 of her own book, Lilith.
I know, I'm just saying.
Well, Banner, I guess she met.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
She don't want to. No, she doesn't want to meet her horny cousin.
Watch out for multiverse variants. That's all I'll say.
Oh damn!
If you know, you know. That universe is called Alabama.
Oh,
Marvel Alabama universe.
I was gonna say,
or just to piss Will off, Arkansas universe.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know, any other version of the Hulk, Rick Jones, Thunderbolt Ross, they're like, hey, we're not cousins, you know.
They could have done it, but no, they were literally still cousins. Eyebrows raised.
I know, it's so weird because, like, yeah, they make her his cousin, and meanwhile, you know, Jessica Drew, no relation at all to Peter Parker, has pretty much had nothing to do with him. It's just the name, pretty much. I said Jessica Drew. I'm waiting.
I know.
on the other side of the planet, a young Australian.
Like somebody just walked over my grave. What happened?
We're doing me now.
That was just a really nice package.
Sensational She-Hulk number 3.
Well, it's like, enough of this nonsense. Yes.
We got so much to do today.
I know. Wait, you don't want to spend all day with me? Okay, I got it.
I mean, I gotta give you back to Danielle sometime.
She's like, I need to do my Target shopping.
Yeah, I gotta paint some walls, hell, and do my Target and Starbucks run.
Starbucks.
And maybe IKEA.
Oh, she'll be in there for hours, kids.
No, I got in and out on last Sunday.
Hey-oh!
It was only like 2 hours. I took all the shortcuts because I knew exactly what I wanted. I don't just walk the circle like everybody else. I'm going to take this shortcut back over here, the lighting, shut down the elevator.
I was going to say, you've been there enough. You know the shortcuts. Okay, just hop over this couch.
Well, no, they give you little shortcuts. Here's the way to cut through to get the lighting, to the bathroom, stuff like that. See? Professional IKEA shopper. I don't just walk the circle and be herded like cattle like you other people.
All right, I have.
Stop and get some Swedish meatballs.
We're doing me now.
Heard like the rest of you people. We're doing me now. All right, Sensational She-Hulk number 3. My guest star, my enemy.
Yeah, basically, babes.
Hey-oh. This one, July 1989.
I was like, wait, that's not Negan, that's Negan. I was so close.
8 years later from the last issue. All right. And of course, writer and penciler, Mr. John Byrne.
Get ready for some sexy times.
Whoa. Inker Bob Wycheck, colorist Gilnis Oliver, letterer Jim Novak, and editors Bobby Chase and James D. Giovanni.
There you go. Good
Or Vonna.
job.
Thank you. All right. And again, it's a late 80s, early 90s book. So again, you've hit the mark of
shout out to She-Clone. F in the chat for She-Clone.
Hey-oh.
Matter of fact, let me just.
So everyone, it's the late 80s, early 90s. Everyone gets a Spider-Man guest appearance in their book. Spider-Man is following the oh god, here we go again, kids. Spider-Man's following the buzzing of his spider sense.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
Hey-oh. Which leads him to an unused factory. Spider-Man wonders what could possibly be so dangerous here, and then he spots Mysterio leaving the factory.
Oh god, not Mysterio.
Mysterio written by John Byrne. Oof, there it is. Mysterio gets into his car and drives away, and Spider-Man shoots a web line onto the car and follows along. Oh god. Okay, so this must be continued from number 2. Inside the headman's lab, Negan compliments Dr. Morgan on his excellent work. Morgan taps a few keys on his control panel.
What is computer?
His 1989 computer. Takes up the whole table. She-Hulk's headless body gets up off the operating table and begins walking around. Was this some kind of like weird, sick, John Byrne fantasy? She-Hulk without a head? They don't need heads.
They don't need bodies.
Nothing important lost. We just lost a head.
I ain't saying she a throat goat, but
Whoa!
super connected.
Man, okay. Well, I guess we're keeping a running tally of how often Lilith says that this episode. Forget you.
I mean, I would have more than a nickel, but it's weird that it happened more than once, right?
I mean, oh my god, forget John Byrne. I want to know what Lilith Hellfire's hard drive looks like when it comes to She-Hulk. Jeez.
I would never. I respect She-Hulk thoroughly.
Oh, she didn't watch any China stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ruby asks about testing the strength. Morgan says that based on the other tests that he figures She-Hulk's strength is undiminished. Negan says that it is now time for him to add the crowning achievement. Is that another joke about a body without a head? The story takes a break for a page while the She-Hulk's disembodied head tells a joke. Woman calls up her husband, says, "Honey, I just had my face lifted." He says, "No, who'd steal a thing like that?" Someone...
She gets a pie in the face. She got a cream pie in the face. I'm just saying.
Yes, I get...
John Byrne, you must answer for his crimes!
We gotta put John Byrne on trial.
Oh no!
With his defense attorney could be Charlie Esser.
Oh no! I was romanticizing John Byrne this whole time. Oh no!
Cool. We almost had it all.
And they still made me read this story.
Again, man, we go back.
I mean, I've read it all, but it's been so long ago.
Again,
I thought Charles Xavier was a good guy. Now I know he's a creepy old bastard.
Again, we go back and reread our childhood through adult eyes, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Never read your heroes, kids.
Bro, it's because we read these are from the 80s and 90s. It was never gonna hold up. It was never gonna hold up. Let's be real.
I mean, we kind of knew though. I mean, late 80s, early 90s, it was all boobs and pouches.
Yeah, anything goes.
And then
they were uncancelable, literally.
Yes, so after the pie, it returns to the story after a significant time lapse. Time lapse, Lilith Hellfire. Don't even think about it. Spider-Man has captured Mysterio after what was apparently a very difficult battle. Yeah, thanks, Byrne.
And they robbed us and they fight for 15 panels?
He robbed us of he robbed us of Spider-Man punching this petty dabbler in the face. Oh, come on. The street is torn up and it looks like a war zone. Looks like a man after Lilith Hellfire's date. Hey-oh! Spider-Man asked Mysterio why he was fighting so hard to
Bro, you can't say the word war zone to me without me thinking Punisher. Like, I am just so traumatized by that damn movie.
Spider-Man has...
How did that not make our list, bro?
Because there were so many choices, Lilith Hellfire.
Damn it. I want to do a worst non-Marvel Studios Marvel movie. That's from Good Times. No David Hasselhoff.
We might have...
None of the stuff that Charlie likes. Like the old Fantastic Four. None of that.
Well, if we get the indies done by October, November, we could pick a winner, and then maybe in December we could just do a random, worst non-MCU Marvel movie. You know, Charlie Esser would have opinions on that.
Yeah, we'll save it for the salty. It's fine.
Lil's like, what, Charlie? No, that's okay.
I'll do something stupid and pick Howard the Duck, and then I'll be really pissed.
Salty and petty, no professors allowed.
Well, that's not true. We could have Kristen and
Well, no fake.
fake professors allowed. See, even Rob could show up because no fake professors allowed.
Oh! Spider-Man asked Mysterio why he was fighting so hard to protect a briefcase full of play money. Because he's going to the strip club, bro.
Who is he? Usher Bucks? I don't know if you ever remember that story. He literally went to pass out flyers for his new show or something, and it was Usher Bucks and the stripper heads.
Oh God! At least it wasn't Shroot Bucks.
Yeah, it could always be worse. It could be Bucks.
You don't want to earn Shroot Bucks? No. How about some Stanley Nichols? Mysterio is shocked, and Spider-Man assumes that also means that Mysterio wasn't aware of the little gadget hidden inside the briefcase, which sent out a signal that drew him there. Mysterio is furious to realize that the headsmen set him up. He tells Spider-Man that it was the headsmen who hired him, and they had kidnapped and that they had him kidnap She-Hulk for them. Although I have to admire the moxie of the headmen. We pulled an elaborate trick or illusion on Mysterio. How you like it? How you like it, bitch?
Exactly.
Spider-Man returns to the factory. He reviews what he knows about the headsmen. Arthur Nagan's research on apes for interspecies transplants backfired when they stitched its head onto a gorilla body. Jerome Morgan's experiments accidentally...
somewhere going, are they doing me now?
Jerome Morgan's experiments accidentally shrunk his skeleton, but not his skin. Ruby Thursday's head was...
Ruby Phil's hungry.
Hungry! Ruby Thursday's head was replaced with a globe that projects a weird plastic material. The final member of the group was a busted psychic named Chondu. In the lab, Chondu is out of his cage and flying around the room in a frenzy. Morgan had tried to sedate him, but Chondu was too agitated for the normal dose to work. Ruby tries to restrain Chondu with several ropes from her globe. Hey-oh, but he is...
Hell indeed.
Hey, it's not as easy as it looks to get them ropes from your globes, kids.
Yeah, it's a special skill. No key change.
You need that on your resume to date Lilith Hellfire. Hell. But he is too wowed. He pulls her right off the floor, and Spider-Man swings in and catches her. He then pins Chondu to the ceiling with a web. Spider-Man turns to Ruby and asks if she isn't supposed to be dead. Isn't she supposed to be dead? Ruby says that she was, but she got better. And then she lashes out.
Is this Buffy?
What is this, the X-Men?
I died, but I got better.
What is this, the X-Men? At this time? And then she lashes out at him with a giant hammer. Stop. Hammer time.
You don't want Stanley mad at you. Don't do that.
It is 1989. Spider-Man manages to dodge at the last moment thanks to his spider sense. Ruby then fires off a barrage of darts, but he evades them. Negan attacks next, but he is no match for Spider-Man's strength. Morgan opens a panel on the wall showing Spider-Man She-Hulk's head.
He's like, I'm confused. What's going on here?
Wait, so you built some kind of weird animatronic She-Hulk head? What? Do I want to know what you boys are up to in here?
Government funding at its finest.
He then activates the remote and sends She-Hulk's headless body against Spider-Man. Morgan warns Spider-Man that if he harms She-Hulk's body, her head will die. As Spider-Man dodges blows from the headless She-Hulk, Jennifer wakes up and is horrified to see her headless body. Negan orders everyone to attack Spider-Man at once to overwhelm his danger sense. Spider-Man manages to dodge the three headsmen, but She-Hulk grabs a hold of his leg and bashes him against the wall. Negan says that this is excellent. He says now
Excellent.
now they have a choice of bodies for the transplant. Oh my god, a headless She-Hulk body? I mean, is this just like a superhero porn parody waiting to happen or what?
And if it's already happened, I believe John Byrne has a stage name and whatever that.
He's the guy who delivers the pizza and leaves.
Exactly.
Or the guy just looking through the window.
With a trench coat.
Oh my! Meanwhile, at the municipal building, Wheezy rushes to give D.A. Towers the APB on Stiltman's prison break.
Oh, not Stilt Man. I thought we were done with him.
Towers wonders why Wheezy is showing him these again since she showed them to him 2 hours ago. But Wheezy says that readers weren't there then and that this important setup for next issue that they know that Stiltman is after him. So everyone's breaking the fourth wall here, kids.
Deadpool before Deadpool.
Back at the lab, Negan has completed the transplant of Chondu's head. Chondu awakens, and when he rips off the surgical gown, he is horrified to see that Negan has given him She-Hulk's female body. Horse! I mean, at least if he had to have his female body, at least he got a hot one. Yeah. Wait a minute, let me mull this over.
It reminds me, I never want to be in the mind of John.
Have you read any Fantastic Four or She-Hulk from this era, Lilith? You have been.
Yeah. No, I have, but like I said, it must be a trauma response because I'm not remembering this. I've read the full runs.
We grew up in his head, Lilith. Come on. Negan explained. I told you, class action lawsuit on behalf of Lilith Hellfire. Be like, this is what you.
This is why I am this way. Damn you, Byrne.
We're suing John Byrne. Look what he's done. Look what childhood trauma did to her.
Trying to donkey punch Exhibit A, the podcast.
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Exhibit B.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so I don't know whether to be excited or horny or both.
I rest my case.
Exactly.
Negan explains that Spider-Man's unique biochemistry made it impossible to use his body. Mary Jane would like to disagree. However, he tries to convince...
Well, she's radioactive too. So.
Hey-oh. Just certain parts. He tries to convince Chondu that it doesn't matter since it is the mind that matters, not the body. Chondu isn't buying it and starts tossing Negan around the room in a fit of rage. He lifts Spider-Man's body off the examination table and tells Negan to find a way to give him Spider-Man's body if he wants to live. At that moment...
Come with me if you want to live.
Hey-oh. Will says that all the time to men. Anyway,
Exactly.
Hey-oh. At that moment, Spider-Man wakes up and punches Chondu in the face. Chondu's head goes flying off, much to Spidey and Jennifer's disgust. However, when Spider-Man examines the body, he realizes that Chondu's head wasn't fully attached to the body. It was wired into the control collar at the neck. He also figures out that this isn't really She-Hulk's body. It is a clone! Again, we didn't know it was coming, but it would have been so funny if Spider-Man would just throw out one line, "Clones, that's ridiculous!" Jen is trapped in a neural neutralizing harness that prevents her from feeling her body. It's kind of creepy, too. Soon, after She-Hulk has freed herself from the harness, and she and Spider-Man are pursuing the headsmen, who are trying to escape in some high-tech tank, Jen tells Spider-Man to drop her down in front of them. Spider-Man is worried about that plan, since he is afraid Jen will get hurt, but he does as she asks. The tank runs right into her, and She-Hulk rips it apart with her bare hands. And again, gives John Byrne an excuse to draw her in her bra and panties.
I mean, he used any excuse to do that with me.
True. Well, not as much as McFarlane.
Touche. Where'd you think he learned it, though?
Hey-oh. Learned it from watching you, Byrne. While Spider-Man takes out Morgan and Ruby, She-Hulk catches Negan, who is trying to leap away. She knocks him out, and Spider-Man wraps up the others in a web. Once the police have taken the headsman away, She-Hulk asks how Spider-Man realized that the body was a clone. He tells her he found a tiny vestigial head inside the control collar. Jen realizes that the headsman probably couldn't find a saw blade that would do more than scrape off a couple of skin cells. As the two heroes walk away, Jen quips that at least Chondu has found a way to stay ahead in this world.
All right, you're pushing the limit there, bud.
Yes. And if you people are thinking, what ridiculous comics did these headsmen come from? Well, kids, Spider-Man mentions how the headsmen were foes of the Defenders. They fought the Defenders from Defenders issues 21, 31 through 35, and Defenders Annual 1. And it was also this period that resulted in Chondu having his head placed on his monstrous body. And Spider-Man also recalls Ruby Thursday was apparently dead. Her artificial head was smashed open during a battle with the Defenders in Defenders 77.
Damn, the Defenders were really just not giving a hell, were they?
No. Hulk, Namor, although at that point it's probably like Nighthawk and Valkyrie.
Oh, still. Even worse, actually. They really don't give a care.
Giving it F, no. Although I still had Angry Hulk, I believe. All right, little thought.
Okay, hold on, wait. Why do they have a Venom Pikachu hybrid Funko? Why?
What do the kids like? Venom symbiotes? Pokemon? Yeah. Throw it in a blender, kids.
Sorry, that just disturbed me. It's a Spider-Man podcast, so it's tangentially relevant.
Because Marvel throws symbiotes on whatever they can, Lithofire.
No, I would never even attempt to try to collect all the Venomized characters. Like, forget it. You'll never do it.
I know. Well, Pikachu said not in the face.
Pikachu!
Pika! Alright, so should we talk some new comics? Running long,
Let's get into it, because...
Woof. Like I said, we talked Spider-Man 2099 Exodus on Capes 273, so we don't have to cover that.
Okay.
Again, it was more X-Men than Spider-Man anyway, so.
Yeah, as you do. So.
Alright, so should we just get to last week's big, amazing Spider-Man 900, number 6?
Yeah.
So what did you think? Living Brain, Sinister 6, or 7?
I don't feel like it felt worthy of 900.
I know, it was basically just, oh, hey, look, a bunch of Peter's friends got together, and, you know.
I mean, it was a decent story, but, like, 900, really?
I think...
wait for the 1,000? Okay.
It wasn't bad, but I think we were just, like, going for nostalgia, you know, to carry us through this. Because, like, oh, look who's back, the Living Brain. At least we got Felicia in here.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
they remembered.
But then just him having to team up with the Sinister Six. I'm like, really?
Okay, nostalgia.
Oh, man. I gotta remember to ask Charlie if he read this yet, because just the ego on auto.
But that tracks.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to ask him. I told him he needed to read this, but yeah, because we get 2 seconds of Anna Marie Marconi. So. But no Mary Jane, but Felicia's at the party. I love all his friends are mad at him for showing up to the surprise party. They're like, you're on time. When are you ever on time?
I'm trying to be better, guys.
I have to admit, it was kind of funny when Jameson gets caught in an ox tentacles.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, quantum spectrum.
Waiting for Jameson to be like, oh, hey, man, this ain't kind of not bad.
I could get used to this.
Quantum tentacles?
But then like the we had 2 backups, which I don't know. Oh, but then Felicia kisses Peter at the end of that first story. Who? I know.
I don't know how to feel about it.
But then those backup stories. I mean, we got stories about the New York Public Library and Jimmy Kimmel. I mean,
in issue 900, I know. Listen.
I mean, I'm sure they had to pick Kimmel because if they were going to do any late night host, ABC was, you know, they were just like Disney's like, oh, hey, ABC.
I don't know a single person that watches Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, other than like when Lost was on or doing those last seasons or whatever, which was like back in the mid 2000s or something.
Yeah, I haven't been watching late nights anymore, but it's like, yeah, if I pick any, it's going to be.
I watch Jimmy Fallon. We do Coco and Coco.
I know, but he's gone except for the podcast. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like.
But I mean, between the two, I pick Fallon over Kimmel.
They should just go ahead and give Jay Leno back his job at that point.
Oh, no. I was just like, do we really need late night shows anymore? I mean, we basically have how many channels and how 24-hour programming anyway?
It's for the old people.
I know. I'm like, you know, this isn't the Johnny Carson model anymore, you know. We don't end our broadcast day anymore. It's like, come on.
I know. Messages of a bygone past. Up in the chat. F in the chat if you're a 90s or 80s kid.
But also last week we got Iron Cat number 2.
Which was amazing.
Amazing. Yes.
Get it?
Yes, I get it. I mean, of course it's good. Jed McKay wrote it. The art is great as always. Yes, because we get Perich, who drew this Spider-Woman,
Yes.
Yes. I don't know.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Iron Cat, but I really like it.
I don't think it's not going to last, but I kind of like Felicia with Tony just because of his,
Better than anybody but Pepper.
She's able to knock him down a peg. I mean, it's kind of, it's kind of nice.
Exactly what he needs and exactly what he likes.
Exactly.
Like, Mommy? Yes.
Well,
She's like, oh, so you're a rich guy. That don't impress me much.
skin tight catsuit. He wants everything Bruce has.
Billionaires have a thing for blonde women in catsuits. I'm just saying.
Oh, we know that.
Batman, my favorite character.
Oh, he thought he was going to get away for one episode without hearing it, but guess what, buddy?
He's like, it's been an hour. I thought I was going to sneak out of here.
I thought I was safe.
Sorry, Ray. I'm making up to him, man. He gets to talk Wonder Man next month. Come on. Ray's like, now I demand some X Factor also.
Hey, kids, don't forget to pre-order your Black Panther Wakanda Forever Namor big Funko Pops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll support this name, I guess.
Do they come out in November?
November 10th.
Okay, I was gonna say that's when the movie comes out in November. So
I
okay.
got the Ironheart one too.
Oh, that's right. She does. She's showing up there, right?
Yeah, she's replacing Shuri because Shuri's gonna be Black Panther. That's the theory, anyway.
Told you.
That's the theory. I don't think so.
I mean, isn't the merch like spoiling that, or?
Not really.
I thought they said there was a Lego set where they had Shuri in a Black Panther suit.
Yeah, you did say that, but I haven't seen that Lego. So.
Charlie keeps
And
has
then her mom comes in. Take that off, you stupid child. That's the plot twist, probably. No way. Marvel would let a freaking Lego toy spoil that. That's all I'm
Hey,
If it was DC.
No.
Sure.
No, because we're gonna have another Disney princess who has to prove she's mature enough. Okay.
Ooh. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Disney.
I believe it now.
She's literally a princess already. Huh? The princess who's on her way to become queen.
Well, I mean, we already have Frozen.
I know, but we're gonna get, we need more role models for the girls. All right, so yeah, Iron Cat was good.
Hold on, wait. Namora is going to be on Wakanda Forever. How do I not know that?
Hey-oh.
Nice.
Oh my. Lots of ladies for Namor. So did you read, I'm sure you probably read both the Venom books. I mean, I finally got Venom Lethal Protector. I did miss it that week. And Venom number 9.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, the regular Venom book, I'm just like, enough with Kang, enough with time travel. I'm like, give us our street
Kang, it kind of makes sense now that we know.
Yeah, and plus Jonathan Majors is going to be all over the MCU. They already said there's multiple versions of Kang coming, so.
Yeah, so I get that. And I don't mind it, but like, that's just kind of, it's not the things you come to a Venom book for.
I want my street level meathead.
Exactly.
Eddie seems almost too capable of being able to travel through time. I'm like, no! No!
Did he get hit on the head? And did they give him like the Captain America serum? He's just smart now? Like, what is going on here? He's a lovable lughead!
Damn you, King in Black.
They took Flash Thompson from me. He was all I had left!
Damn you, King in Black.
Well, as good as it was, it did have some repercussions. Things do.
I know. Oh my god, but no, Venom Lethal Protector, there's our meathead.
Yes, but still, it's toned down, way down.
I know, but Michelini remembered in the 90s. I'm like, oh my god, sticks and stone.
Hey, Michelini knows where their bread's buttered. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I think he created him. So there's that shekel. And the only other, well, quote unquote spider book I got was New Fantastic Four number 3. Lilith's like, that came out.
Sure did, didn't it?
Well, at least Peter was like capable in this issue. Everyone else either runs off or is terrified. Wolverine.
Yeah.
What about when Doctor Strange interrupted Reed and Sue when they were about to
What a cockblock.
Hey, oh. Is this a bad time? Yes, it is.
You don't see me coming into the inner sanctum when you and Clea are studying.
Or whatever student teacher you got in there. So yeah, kids.
No respect.
Those were your spider books for the last 2 weeks.
I'm still on the fence with that new Fantastic Four, but
Yeah, I mean, I think the Joe Fixit one's going to be better.
did you say you got the Eagly Funko Pop?
Yes, well, yeah. With
They've got a whole. I'm gonna get the regular Eagly. I don't.
see, he's holding
Yeah.
eagerly. Yeah.
They've got the actual Eagly and he's holding the flag. I'm getting them. Eagly's the best character on Peacemaker. What are you talking about?
Keeps his mouth shut.
Exactly.
All right. So, anything else on Hellfire?
I just want to know where's all the Spider-Man merch. Like, it is slowed down. It's none in Hot Topic. It's none in Walmart. It's none in Target. Like, the shirts and stuff.
Yeah, for the 60th anniversary. Yeah.
This is supposed to be the year. There's not even a whole bunch of new Funko Pops for Spider-Man.
You think maybe just because there's no movie, because No Way Home was last year, and then
They blew their load too soon? Is that what you're saying?
and Across the Spider-Verse they pushed the next year. So
But it's still the 60th.
I know, but I guess they,
We didn't even get a bunch of variant covers. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining. My wallet's not complaining. My accountant's not complaining. But me as a fan, I'm actually like, hello?
Are they just, I don't know, are they just like, oh, there's no new movie or TV show
It
out?
doesn't matter. This is such a big milestone, especially for Marvel, because they're
I
20
know.
years behind.
But-
I'm just saying.
But they don't count on the comics fans. They just like, oh, hey, there's no,
People will
you know.
just buy Spider-Man merch and collect it and think it'll sell in a couple of years.
I know.
That's the market we're at right now.
I know.
This is, my friend, is why they can't get in the freaking black. We're always in the red as the shareholders.
Yeah.
We're starting to bother.
Come on, Disney. You're sitting on a cash. I mean, come on. You for the 60th. I mean, you got how many Spider people at this point? You can put out stuff for everybody.
I don't know what's going on, but they better get better leadership. I don't think that contract's going to last the next 3 years.
Oh my.
He's got to go. He's making terrible decisions, top to bottom.
Come on, kids. Give Spider-Man his... Give him respect. Put some respect on his name.
I know Ray already has the Moon Knight Funko.
I know he has one Funko already. I'm sure if it's Moon Knight, he has it on
The
pre-order.
one that comes out in September.
Oh, which one is that?
It looks like it's someone from the team.
Well, I mean, there was already some from the TV show, because my Mr. Knight back there is from the TV show.
Well, it won't show me the back of the box to see what color it's from.
I'm sure Ray has it on pre-order. It's in the cart. It's in the cart with the tiger. I'm sure it is.
Nice. It's been slow, honestly. It feels like it's been like ever since that Beyond stuff wrapped up. It's just been.
I know it's
Spider-Man's year.
I know 60th anniversary, and I'm just like, man, there's like weeks where there's like really no Spider-Man stuff. I'm like, really?
Did they drop the ball? Because Spider-Man is the cash cow.
Although, aren't we getting Amazing Fantasy also?
Yeah, but to me that doesn't count. That is such a cheap shot.
I know. Is that the best idea they had, Love Hellfire?
Unfortunately.
Ew. Hold on, I have to look, see when Amazing Fantasy come out. Oh, August 31st, it says.
We'll see. We'll see if it actually...
I know. Although, I mean, it's not a regular book, so, they probably had time to work on it. I don't know. Especially if it's not like regular people,
We'll see if it comes out on time.
Amazing Fantasy starring Spider-Man. You know what it's going to be, Lilith. It's going to be like, what, like probably, let me see how many pages. Oh, only 68 pages. 60... Oh! Slapping now, it's a slap in the face. 68 pages. But Lilith, maybe it doesn't count the cover.
We'll see.
So there's going to be 68 pages. It's Amazing Fantasy, so there's going to be 68 pages of floating heads of guilt.
You know it, baby. That's what we do best at Marvel.
One more page, Marvel. We wanted 69 pages of head.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. All right, let's get out of here. See how much John Byrne has warped our fragile little minds. All right, so yes, kids. Next time the She-Hulk train keeps rolling. Next time we'll cover She-Hulk number 4 from 2004 and Avenging Spider-Man number 7. And then in 2 weeks, we'll do Marvel Team Up Marvel Team Up 11 through 13 from 2005. And then that'll be it for Lilith for a while because, yes, the week after that's the Sausage Fest from Sensational Spider-Man 6, Amazing Spider-Man 413, and Daredevil 354.
Again, children, I disavow all knowledge of what may take place on Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. I will be blackout drunk on a beach somewhere. So
that's right, kids.
That's my rehab.
Because Charlie Esser will be here in September when we cover Marvel Team Up 121 and Amazing Spider-Man 263 and 266 with Frogman.
Ribbit.
And then the week after that will be Shocker, Superior Spider-Man 1 through 3.
You're doing Shocker without
No, not Shocker. I said it is a shocker. No, Superior Spider-Man 1 through 3.
I was gonna say, you know that's my shtick.
And then the week after that, we roped in a guest when we cover Marvel Team Up 96. All right. It's Spider-Man and Howard the Duck. Who do you think the guest is?
But I don't think he has knees.
You got a 50-50 shot. Who do you think the guest is?
It's not both of them?
No. I mean, maybe I'll try to get them both, but I know at least so far I at least have.
It's not just for boys.
Nice.
Oh my God. He came to me. He was like, hey, can I get in on this? He's like, oh, Lilith's away. Can I get in on this? I'm like, okay.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. I get it.
Oh my God. You should listen to all those episodes. See what these guys say behind your
will.
see what these guys say behind your back.
Don't you worry. I'll keep an eye. I'm keeping tabs.
Oh my God. So many drops. All right, kids. So yes. So send your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Web of Spider-Man Facebook fan group. I forget, we're either at 3.8 or 3.9. So, yeah, kids.
Wow, look at us go.
Help us get to 4, kids. Come on. Lilith the Man.
Talk about your 4K, baby.
Lilith Hellfire will not be happy until we're at 6.9. So, come on, kids.
Exactly. 6.9 and beyond.
Hey-oh. So find links to all the various social medias, Facebook fan groups, everything we do. The YouTube channel, be the She-Hulk and smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Because again, everything we do goes up there, interviews, regular episodes, specials, so never miss a moment of it. Summer of 69, it's all there, baby. And of course, please, if you can, subscribe to the Patreon. Again, Jameson's nickel and diming us for paying for this out of our own pocket, so every little bit helps, but $3 to $5.
Get some more exclusives.
Exactly, man. We're hanging off that wall upside down, getting some shots, kids. But yes, $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Chichester chats.
For quality. Bing!
So yes, and of course, if that's not enough for you, Lilith Hellfire loves the man pain. So yes, superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
Even if it kills Phil.
And it will.
It might.
And August we'll start our indie movies. So yes, by November, December, we will have a winner. So make sure you tune in so you can hear all these battles. And with Charlie Esser, it is a battle. Just ask Lilith Hellfire. All right, kids, and if that's not enough, if you're cool enough, pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Save a life, take a life.
It's nobody's business what's in your cup.
There's no business like merch business. So find everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. Ampersand. Well, Lilith, where can people find you?
Well, if you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs and follow my blackout shenanigans, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making all of the comments and probably just a smidge of content at Lilith Hellfire69. Bing!
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy. Superior puss.
Not until September.
Here,
I don't know. I know he won't appreciate that if I play that. What? Jokes, humor. Yes, jocularity.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done. Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. Words to live by with Lilith Hellfire.
Thank you for joining us for this extra long Ultimate Spider Cast. Hey, man, get your
We've done longer.
Hey, get your fill of Lilith now because she's not gonna be here in September, so.
They won't even listen.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get hate mail. Probably from the guys who were guest hosting. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip, thwip.
Thwippity thwip.
Thwippy